Imagine a world where your own government plots acts of terror against its citizens, all to justify a war. This isn't fiction. This is the chilling reality of Operation Northwoods, a declassified proposal from 1962. Conceived by the US Joint Chiefs of Staff, it was a plan so audacious it still shocks us today. Its aim? To manufacture public support for a military invasion of Cuba by any means necessary. The strategy involved staging acts of terrorism and then falsely blaming Fidel Castro's communist regime. To understand this, we must return to the height of the Cold War, an era defined by fear and ideological conflict. Tensions between the United States and Cuba were at an all-time high, a dangerous standoff. The US government was deeply committed to its anti-communist Cuban project, seeking to destabilize the island. Fidel Castro's rise to power and his alignment with the Soviet Union was seen as an existential threat. The disastrous Bay of Pigs invasion in 1961 had only intensified the desire to remove Castro. This failure fueled a desperate search for new, more aggressive strategies to achieve regime change. It was within this climate of urgency and paranoia that Operation Northwoods was born. The proposals were a shocking menu of deception designed to manipulate public opinion. One of the most disturbing ideas involved staging acts of terrorism against US military and civilian targets. This included the possibility of blowing up US ships and even orchestrating attacks on American soil. The goal was to create a pretext for war, a casus belli that would galvanize the American public. Another shocking proposal involved hijackings and bombings of civilian aircraft and ships. These acts would then be attributed to Cuban agents, painting them as ruthless aggressors. One scenario even suggested replacing passengers with carefully selected undercover agents. The plan was to create a communist Cuban terror campaign in US cities. Miami and Washington, D.C. were specifically mentioned as potential targets for these fabricated attacks. The intent was to instill fear and outrage, turning public sentiment decisively against Cuba. Perhaps the most infamous detail involved targeting an empty US ship in Guantanamo Bay. The plan was to sink it, stage a rescue operation, and then blame Havana for the attack. They even considered fabricating evidence, like planting Cuban documents or weapons, to implicate Castro. The sheer audacity of these proposals highlights the extreme measures considered during the Cold War. These were not mere brainstorming sessions, these were detailed plans signed off by high-ranking officials. The document was drafted by the Joint Chiefs of Staff, the highest military authority in the US. It bore the signature of Chairman Lyman Lemnitzer, indicating its official endorsement. However, this dark chapter in history took a crucial turn when it reached President John F. Kennedy. In a pivotal decision, Kennedy unequivocally rejected Operation Northwoods. His refusal prevented a potentially catastrophic event, saving countless innocent lives. This rejection underscored the moral and ethical boundaries that even in wartime should not be crossed. For decades, the existence of Operation Northwoods remained a closely guarded secret. It was only through the John F. Kennedy Assassination Records Collection Act of 1992 that it came to light. This act mandated the release of millions of pages of previously classified government documents. In 2001, the National Security Archive published the Northwoods document online. This brought the shocking proposal to public attention, sparking widespread debate and disbelief. The declassification of Operation Northwoods had a profound impact on public perception of government. It fueled skepticism and raised questions about the lengths to which governments might go in times of crisis. The term false flag operation entered mainstream discourse with new weight and meaning. While it's sometimes referenced in modern conspiracy theories, it's crucial to maintain historical accuracy. Operation Northwoods serves as a stark reminder of the importance of government oversight. It highlights the critical need for ethical considerations in national security planning. And it underscores the enduring value of transparency in a democratic society. The legacy of Operation Northwoods compels us to remain vigilant, to question, to seek truth, and to ensure that such proposals never again see the light of day. It's a powerful lesson from history, reminding us of the fragility of trust and the importance of ethical leadership.